Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ener-She Podcast, where we have conversations, never competition. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Ener-She Podcast, where we believe in conversations and never competition. I'm Adrianna, and I'm joined by my incredible co-hosts, Krystal, and of course, Karen Shirley. We're so glad that you're here. Yes. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects every single one of us in one way or another. And we're talking about the lengths that women go to, right? And honestly, people in general can go to in order to feel more beautiful, confident, accepted, and what we like to say, enough. From makeup and hair to cosmetic procedures, fitness, fashion, filters, and everything in between. Where is the line between self expression and seeking validation? Today, we're unpacking it all. So grab your coffee, buckle up, Buttercup, and let's have a real conversation. Shall we, ladies?
Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's do it.
I love that. I love that. So, ladies, I'm actually going to kick us off with one of the things that I've done recently because I've clearly done a lot for beauty, right? But okay, so here we go. You guys ready?
Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll.
Ta-da! Pop-on veneers. Oh, there's a cracked mirror for you, right? So I actually did this 3 times, and I'm going to show you what I did. So because my teeth, for those people who don't know, my teeth have been a sore spot for a while. Now, a lot of people think that I've lost my teeth simply because it could be that people think it's that I don't brush my teeth or that I don't take care of my teeth hygiene. But in all actuality, the reason why I have a lot of missing teeth is because I went through chemotherapy. At age 36, I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer and had to complete chemotherapy. And it was really aggressive chemotherapy. And so with that, comes hair loss, teeth loss, all of that, right? On top of a 23-year drug addiction, which I have now in recovery of for the last 9.5 years. And so I have been unable to get my teeth repaired. And so because it costs like a house at this point for the kind of repair I need. So I have turned to, online, right, for these repairs. And so the first one that I tried was pop-on veneers. This was $750 motherfucking dollars. And there we go. And this is why I never wore them. Let me just $750 down the drain. Here we go. These are the tops. These are the bottoms. Talking with them, and they start to fall. That's great. You hear the snap, but then, right? They're falling off, right? It feels like, and talking with them is difficult, right? And I can't even close my mouth. It feels like those vampire teeth that you get as a kid, right? Those little plastic ones. That's what these feel like. And talking with them is brutal. Okay.
I was going to say, I once bought a grill at Blockbuster that looked better than that.
Not the Blockbuster grill. Oh,
And it was gold and silver when I was a
oh my
baller.
God. You were hardcore. Let me tell you, hardcore. My God. Not the Blockbuster. Okay. So then I moved on to this one is Venera. Okay, the Venera brand. The Venera brand was $700 or $250. And so a lot cheaper. But the look was better, right? It was more streamlined online. It just looked better. And so now here's the thing. They came with they didn't say online that they would only do a certain amount of teeth, right? And so they only did like the front, right? Up to this point. And so it didn't cover anything that I needed it to cover. So here's Venera. Improvement, right? Because they're thinner, but still bad. This is Venera. Okay. Improvement, but still really bad. It covers nothing, right? Except the front, right? And they're crooked. So there's $250 down the drain. Okay. Now, this one is the last one. And I had done my research and I was not wanting to throw away money anymore. And so this was the one that I should have went with originally, but they're so expensive, you guys. And I'm going to be honest, for fake teeth but it's much better than spending what would cost a house or a car, right? And so if you have the money, definitely go here. This is Brighter Image Labs. Okay. Brighter Image Labs, they have affordable options. They do have pricing and all of that and financing. I just wanted to buy them outright. I didn't want to make payments on anything, right? And so $750 version, they have a $1,500 version and a $2,500 version. These are the 2,500. Okay. And so I waited until I could afford them. And I did my research and here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna pop in the bottoms. I'm gonna pop in the top. Yes,
Beautimous.
and here we have Brighter. Thank you. Here we have Brighter Image Labs, right? So, aren't those great? And it took me a minute to get really comfortable with them. It takes you a second, right? But the more I talk with them, the more natural they feel to me, the more I get comfortable with them, and they look great, right? They feel great, and I'm not self-conscious when I'm smiling anymore. I can take pictures with my family. And can I eat with them? Some things I can, right? And I don't have to like take them out. Can't chew gum all the way. I have to chew in the back, right? I did it the other day when I was out with Krystal. And so that's what these are. And to be honest, I tested these in front of my family. I've tested them with you guys here. And then I did this with the teenagers that I work with at one of my clinics, and teenagers are the
Ooh,
harshest, right?
how did that
And
go? How did that go?
yeah, I
What
was like,
happened?
I was so nervous, and it was so funny because I walked out and I was like, "Do you guys notice anything different?" And they were like, "Your hair? Did you like freshly shave?" Like, and I was like, "Really, guys, nothing?" And they were like, "Did you like new earrings? Like, did you do something different?" And I smiled and I was like, "Nothing." And they were like, "Why are your teeth so white?" And I was like, "Because it's new teeth." And they were like, oh my God, yes, they look so good. And so I knew in that moment, okay, these will work, right? And so here I am. This is what I've done for my beauty.
I just want to say, taking
Thank
those
you.
teeth out and not having slobber and like looking gross, you did beautifully at that. I don't think anyone else could have done
Thank
that as like perfect without. I'd be like, so now
you.
you were like, anyways,
Thank you. Also notice I just went to go cover my laugh. I don't have to do that anymore.
we love your laugh.
Yeah.
I love that
Thanks,
for
you guys. Thank
you.
you.
Because how many years have
Thank
you
you.
been
Yes, please.
doing
Thank
that?
you. I've been covering my laugh and my smile for the last since I was 38 when my teeth began to fall out pretty badly. So since I was 38 years old, so that's been 9 years.
You
9
don't have
years.
to do that
Yeah.
anymore.
So here we are. No more having to cover my smile after 9 years. It's nice, right? Yay. So this is what our viewers will now see in my mouth. To our viewers, this is what you will now see. No, I didn't have my teeth done. I simply use Brighter Image Labs until I can afford to get them done. And if anybody wants to give me one of those, if you're a dentist out there looking to do an all-on four, I'm your girl. I will gladly market you.
Toot
Okay.
toot.
Right? Well, thanks for appeasing me,
Yes,
ladies.
and
Shall
this
we
was brought
dive
to you
in?
by Fairlife Protein Drink.
Oh.
And
And
Chobani.
Premier Protein.
0 sugar added, 20 grams of
Hey,
protein.
guys, if you guys can partner with us,
We're out here trying to get ads.
let
It's
us
fine.
know. Go ahead, fund us. It's fine.
Oh, that
It's
was
fine.
so good.
So I love us. what does looking good, ladies, when we talk about beauty and the pressure of beauty in society and all the things that we do to look good, what does looking good actually mean to you?
Mean to me
Let's start there. Yeah. What does
for
it mean to you to
myself?
look good?
Well, looking good for
Mm-hmm.
me is actually feeling good also. It's both. It's like one and the
Oh,
same. So, man. So when I like
that's good.
dress up or do my hair or put my makeup on, I do it because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel more confident. It boosts myself. It does something to me
Mm-hmm.
internally, you know?
Right.
Yeah, period. Crystal?
Yeah. Point blank period.
Period. No, I think the same thing, like I grew up look good, feel good, play good kind of mentality. Yeah, when you're saying that, like you dress up for you, I've found that every time I dress up and I'm like thinking about what other people are going to say, I'm let down every time because no one is ever going to be like, you know what I mean? Like your expectations of the story you have in your head. And so I think eventually I kind of just learned like I'm gonna do what feels good to me. And like if I feel like I look good and I feel like I feel good, then I don't need someone else to tell me that because otherwise I'm just living in expectation that's never gonna be met. Um,
Yeah.
and that like makes you feel shitty about yourself. And you go through I feel like I went through that like in my like 20s and 30s. Now I'm like I don't I've learned my
Yeah.
lesson, in
Yeah.
that regard.
100%. Well said, ladies. Well said. Like, beauty standards
Yeah.
according to whom, right? And if we're working hard to impress other people, we're going to feel disappointed every single time. Like Crystal said and like Karen said, it has to be for me, right? It's like it has to be that I get dressed up, do my hair, do my makeup for me because I want to feel good, feel confident, and feel like the best version of myself. Right. And I feel like all of us, which is why we started this podcast, which was to help as many women as possible, right, as people as possible, to understand that there comes certain stages and areas of your life, such as in our 20s, where we're seeking all the outside validation, right? And so when as we get older, all of that starts to slip away. Outside validation isn't for, I mean, outside and external validation will keep you let down every single time.
I
Would you
don't think
agree?
I've been let down every single time. I mean, to be open and honest, I mean, when shit hit the fan, you know, uh, at the end of 24, I
Hmm.
was definitely seeking outside validation to fill the gap of what happened, you know?
Okay.
So,
What do you
like,
mean?
I was just like dumped. You know,
Yeah.
I
I mean,
was
to put
like,
it bluntly.
you
Yeah.
know, and so, getting the dopamine hits from, uh, the compliments and all the things, I wasn't disappointed in that. But it was,
Oh,
but it
okay.
was,
I see what you're
um,
saying, bro. Yeah.
superficial because really,
Correct. There it is.
I mean, it was good at the time, but,
Right.
and it was ego driven
Yes.
uh, and it was short lived. And,
Mhm.
the most compliments I ever get are from my girlfriend. And so what I have found in
Yeah.
my travels, right, is that when another woman randomly compliments me, that means
Mm.
that's like a highest form of a compliment, you know? When another woman
Yeah.
looks at you,
Yeah.
especially a random stranger, right, and gives you like a
Yeah.
really bomb compliment. That's why I like to give random women compliments too,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
a lot of women are in competition with
Yeah.
one another, but when another woman compliments you on something, it like I don't
Yeah.
know, it just does for me, it does something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Right.
like in the
I
scenario
can
you're
hear.
talking about, like, yeah, like I don't know, you were like, I was done. Um, I mean, the truth,
My truth.
power to you. Um, it, but like in those scenarios, like, yeah, like going out and like needing that external validation and like it's a temporary fix, right? And it
Yeah.
makes you like be able to get back kind of to
Yeah.
yourself, realize like, oh, like I am like someone worth wanting and I am, right? Like I definitely have had those scenarios like before my wife, right? Like of after you have a breakup, you want to go out and you want to feel good, you want people to know you look good. And you're like, but then it's eventually you're kind of like, okay, I need to like this is yeah, because you
This
can
is
get
for
wrapped
myself.
up in that and you can lose yourself in it. You know, you can really lose yourself in trying
Yeah.
to go out and be like, okay, but what do they think? What do they think? Do they like this? Or what
Right.
are they wearing? Or am I going to wear what they're wearing? You know, like all of that. And
Right.
social media doesn't fucking help any of those thoughts,
At all.
you know?
At all. At all. Totally. I agree. And but I hear what you're saying, Karen. Like there is something to that, that when especially post breakups, oh my God, right? Something about that external validation of attention, right? That can feel so, we know
Yeah.
when we do this,
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about. We're like,
Yeah.
ugh, right? But
Yeah.
eventually that falls away. And what am I
Yeah.
left with when I don't
Because
have
it's
that,
not
which is
real,
me? Right. And so,
you know?
and it's not real. Right. And so when I do, and I would agree, and I'm huge on giving people compliments. Right. And I'll be like, oh my God, your shoes are fire, or I love your hair today. And I think that people don't do that enough. And when I get that, it's like and it's so interesting because it never dawned on me until you said that, Karen, in this moment, that when a woman says that to me, because men say it, and I get it in the looks and the stares, and like men will compliment my man even while we're out together, and that feels great. But when a woman is like, honey, like where were we? We were at the grocery store, and this lady goes, and I was in my we were in our like my workout clothes. So I had my stretch pants on, and then I had like the half top. You guys know what I'm known for wearing, my little half top crop top, right? And she goes, honey, you are built like a brick house. And she goes, okay. And I was like, okay, thank you, boo. Okay, I'll take that. And it felt like the highest
Yeah.
flattery right there. I was like, yes, that
It's
felt really
empowering.
good, right? But in yeah, right. It really was. But and so, yes, I understand what you're saying. But even in that, for me, it's like, even if I had not gotten that, I still feel really good with where my body is at today, with where I'm at today. So it's just like a little extra. It's like the cherry on the ice cream top there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, love that. So next question I have for you ladies is then, do you think that women feel pressure to always look like put together? And where do you think that pressure comes from? I feel like, talking about social media, Crystal, you know.
Absolutely. I think it's drilled into us
Mhm.
growing up as a kid with well, when we were little, we didn't have like social media, but we had, TV shows and movies, and we were, I think
I was
all
gonna say
those shows
magazines were
Magazines.
a big
taught
one
us
for me.
magazines. Yeah.
Mhm.
Magazines. Magazines.
God,
Those
that
like
just
the
dated all
all
of
those
us.
teen magazines, let me tell you, my
Oh my.
wall was magazines of yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We were conditioned that
Right.
we're supposed to be all put together, and present a certain way from our mothers, from our grandmothers. We're supposed to present a certain way. Um, no.
Yeah, we really were. Those 1950s, like, oh, put together, right? All the things, right? And I like, my mom used to always wear like this red lipstick. Like she'd never leave the house without it. And that came from her era of the depression, right? That she had lived through, where women, all they had was this red lipstick, for anybody who, there's a quick history lesson, right? And but it was like the one thing that women had. So my mom always made sure she wore her red lipstick, but it always made her, and she'd comb her hair and then she'd be put together. You know what I mean? Without that red lipstick, mom was not put together.
Interesting.
Right. And
That's
so, yeah,
fascinating.
that stuff rubs off on us. Those teen magazines, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I think
beauty
like my
standard.
mom was not I didn't grow up with a put together mom by any means. She she I don't remember her wearing like she didn't wear makeup. Um and if she did, it was like cuz we were going to an event and maybe she wore mascara and maybe like a light pink, like lip. She didn't so I didn't grow up, I grew up with all boys in the house, right? So like that um like I never wore makeup in high school. I've just never been like into the beauty girl things ever, you know.
Yeah.
I married someone who is for sure, and I love her for it. And I'm like, that's
Right.
I respect it and I can like see and I have friends obviously that were in, like more I guess I don't want to say feminine because I feel like even last episode this feminine masculine thing keeps like popping up, but um I and I don't remember, I think for me, because I was all boys, my mom was just happy if my hair was brushed. Cause like, like there's home videos of us doing slip and slide and her saying, thank God she's in the water because that's her shower. Like, cause like I wouldn't like bathe. Like, you know, like I just didn't, I wanted to be dirty. I didn't care what I looked like. And so, I'm lucky that I grew up in a house that like didn't make me feel bad about that. Right? Because it very well
Yeah.
could have been. It very well could have been like, I mean, yeah, they were like, you need to wash yourself. Like, you need to be clean. But it was, yeah,
Somebody
like,
hose down
okay, pull
Crystal.
the sprinkler out so she thinks she's having fun, but really, throw some soap at her. Um,
God, that's awesome. Your mom's like, "You
yeah,
wanna go to the pool,
it's like
sweetie?
go
You
across
know,
the street to
Squirt
the
you with
neighbor's
dish
house.
soap.
No, like, really, guys, you laugh, but like, it just about
With a
got there.
pole, like with one
Crystal."
of those car pole
And you
squeegee things.
guys, like, you met my mom, so she's crazy. She'll do anything, you know?
I like your mom.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I started to, like, tear up a little.
Um,
Thanks.
but anyways,
Yeah.
like, I'm just grateful that I didn't grow up in a house that pushed those standards on me and like pushed me to be something that I just wasn't. I just wasn't into that. They definitely like when I was really little tried to, like get me to dress up and they were able to put me in things when they were able to control me still. But once I hit about 7, 8, 9 and I was old enough to be like, no, then they kind of just were like, this is who she is,
Yeah,
you know.
that's, you know what? And we love you for it. You know what I mean? We genuinely do. So actually that is a real I'm super curious, Crystal, because of how you think, right? And how you feel about beauty standards, like, and how they've changed over the years. Like, how do you view beauty standards for women? Like, what's your perspective?
I think that this is my like honest gut feeling coming out of my mouth right now. Um,
Yeah. Spit it,
I
vomit,
feel
word
like
vomit, let's go.
the world is like, you have shame, here's something to feel better. Like, I feel like it's like a mask that the world is giving to people to feel and look different. Um, and like
Yeah.
not always in a bad way. It's like, you want to have lashes, you want to have the lips, you want to, like go for it. Like I'm not against it. Like I'm like, yeah, do it. Like whatever makes you
Yeah.
feel good. But I think the
Right.
underlying feelings around that is there's got to be some, if you don't feel the way that you look is good enough for something, that there's shame attached to that. Like, and the
Wow.
world has just been like,
That's
okay, well
deep.
here, we'll make money off of that and make you feel better. And That's fine. Like, if you wanna feel better, feel better. I'm not, like, saying don't. You
Yeah.
know?
No, I love your perspective. I think that's so like what a
I
great
could go on
perspective that
about
is,
that. I could
right?
identify that. So I was born with
Tell me your
Sheila
thoughts.
breasts. And so what that is like huge nipples, right? And they like came in like pointing to the ground. There was no fat underneath. And I they're like I would buy a B cup because my right breast was way larger than my left breast, which was like a cup. And I was always a larger person. So I was like 40 around, and the other piece of that, my boobs never even produced milk for my kids. And um so I was like
I didn't
totally
know that.
so there was shame around that. I mean, not just like not being able to produce milk for my children, but not having the beauty standard, but not even having like what makes a woman, right? I mean, the breasts are like something that really makes a woman,
Mm,
not just for beauty, but for reproductive, all the things, right? And so always
right?
been that was always a huge thing for me, was to have boobs that I just wanted boobs that fit the size of my body, you know, and
Yeah.
that look
Yeah.
good. Or that I didn't have
Mm,
to like I called them chicken cutlets. I had these
yeah.
If
chicken
we can't laugh at our
cutlets
own
that
stuff,
I
we
stuffed
laugh or we cry.
away. Huh?
I said we laugh or we cry.
Right, but, they were great, they worked
100%.
great,
Oh,
right?
jeez.
And so, like, I always had to wear a bra,
Yeah.
like, otherwise it just, and if, like, I prepared more, I would've, like, pulled up a photo and, like, blacked out. I would totally share this,
Oh,
I don't give a shit, right? Because I took before and after
yeah.
pictures, and
Love that.
I was like, I've always been larger until, like, the past 2 years, but, Uh, so when I was finally able to, I had my breasts done, and it has
Mhm.
made a huge difference for me. And now and now that I lost weight, like more weight, now they're larger
Right.
than the size of my body. But whatever. But
Yeah. You looking like
huh?
the letter P, sister. Looking like that letter P. I said, "You look like
I
the letter
mean,
P right now." Uh-huh. You got it going on, boo.
no bra.
Yes, girl. That's my
Panic Bay
bestie.
cosmetic
She got
surgery,
some nice
Krystal.
boobs.
I'm just saying. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but even that was a journey with because there's complications that can go with breast augmentation, right? The first time I had it done, I went to somebody
Yeah.
and my left breast, I had to get them done 3 times. Because that's how freaking important it is to
Yeah.
me. Like, and that's just my truth, right? And the reason why I got them
Mhm.
done 3 times is because my left breast kept capsulizing. It like wanted to reject it. So scar tissue kept forming around it. And so,
Mhm.
I went to, Clark at we lost
Krystal,
somebody here.
where did she welcome back, Krystal. We missed
Thanks.
you.
I don't her boobs
You're
just took
yeah.
me out. It was just too much.
That's what it
I was like, "Ooh,
was.
And then she, like, drop screen. She was you had to go collect yourself,
it
huh,
was too
Okay.
Krystal? Yeah.
My Wi-Fi was, like, too hot."
Girls Gone Wild. So
That's
what
it.
I was saying, because I stopped talking. So what I was saying, my breast capsulized twice, and so scar tissue built up around my left breast, and so I had to go back and get it fixed. And the first doctor cut too much muscle on my right breast, and so it bottomed out. So what Dr. Clark did was like double stitched my right breast, to keep it there,
Mhm.
and then scraped out and redid this one, and then I've been taking, it was suggested, that, I take serapeptase, which is made by silkworms, which is gets rid of scar tissue and mucus, and it didn't happen again. So,
Mhm.
and they've been great ever since, and so that has made a huge difference for me. So
Yeah. Fantastic. It may so your boobs have given like getting your breast augmentation and your boobs really do give you confidence,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Mhm.
And I
Right.
will say, like, there's a
I love
difference
that.
between, like, right, like Karen's situation, right, and like having that shame
Mhm.
and feeling good versus like
Yeah.
I think this is one of the questions coming up about like the beauty standard we wish would go away is the fucking eyelashes. I can't stand the caterpillars. Um,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
sometimes if you do them good, they're
Yeah.
good, but the ones where the your eyes won't open.
Where it looks
Um,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So ridiculous. Right?
But again, like if that is what like, if you feel you look good, then do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but I think like the understanding and the awareness of why you are doing it, right? Is
Yeah.
what is huge, I
100%.
think.
I agree. And you're right. It was leading into our next question, which was like, what's the biggest misconception people have about women who wear like makeup, lashes, extensions, or get like cosmetic procedures? And I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that oftentimes people can think that it's for other people. Now, here's the piece depending on who you are as a person and where you're at in your life, that may be true, right? You might be getting your lashes done for other people because you want other people to perceive you a certain way. You might be getting breast augmentations or your body work done because of how you want other people to view you, right? But I personally have been wearing makeup since I was like 2, right? And I for a long time and you guys are both aware of this, wore makeup because of that reason. I wore it like a mask, right? And then it wasn't until I hit my 40s, and I think what was I like 40? Was it just? It was in the last couple
Mhm.
of years, huh, Karen, right? Where we would go camping, and I used to get up and like put on makeup while we were camping, right? Because I was like, I can't let people see me, right? And then it just got to the point, and Karen's like, you're not putting yeah, stop putting on makeup, like, you're beautiful just the way you are, and it was like one day I got up and I washed my face and I took off the makeup and I didn't put it back on, and I walked out and I just said, "I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care how people view me. I love me." And it was like in that moment that I realized that that's when I really truly on my journey and I was like, what, 40 so I'm 46 now, I was 43 when I finally got to that level of I don't care what people think anymore. If I'm gonna wear makeup or not, it's because I wanna do it for me. I feel beautiful when I don't wear makeup. I feel beautiful when I wear makeup. I feel beautiful when my hair is curly. I feel beautiful when my hair is straight. And I just stopped caring about what other people thought, right? So I think that like the biggest misconception is that people do it for others, but I really believe that it depends on where you're at in your life. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think it's like everything else, it's like the work you've done around it, right?
Yeah.
I would say like when I was younger, the misconception that I had was like, oh, they're into themselves, they're cocky, they're like, if I saw someone who like had all this makeup, I'd be like, oh, they think they're better than me. Like I just had like this judgment probably when I was younger, and I think really it's like actually no, like they probably felt really shitty about themselves, and like what the
Yeah.
underlying, beneath that surface level. Um, and now that
Mhm.
I'm older, I think
Yeah.
the other misconception is like, yeah, I think that now when I see someone out and it's someone who looks put together, I just am like, like in my head, I'm like, I hope they know they like, and I, like you were saying, I think complimenting women on the street and like doing that, it's like, I want them to know that they look good, but it's like in my head, I'm like, I hope they know they look good for themselves,
Mm.
you know, like,
Yeah.
um, that's not really a
Right.
misconception, but, um,
No, I love that.
yeah,
I love where you're going with that. You know,
I don't good
I
because I
really
don't
do.
know where I'm
I'm
going
curious.
with it.
You know where I was going in my head just now? And I don't even know if this is probably not even
Where?
gonna answer the question because I can't remember the question at this point because I just squirreled out my brain, and that's my honesty
I
right
love
there.
your truth.
And I'm gonna be honest about this
Yeah,
too.
I love your truth.
I did Facebook dating for 2 weeks, right? I did. And
You
after
did.
everything, because I wanted that validation, those dopamine hits, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I uploaded, like, 3 or 4 pictures, right? And one of the pictures that I uploaded, because this fascinated me, one of the pictures that I uploaded,
Mhm.
I had 0 makeup on. It was I took it, I would take selfie, it was my
Right.
good
I'm
side,
cool.
and my hair was in braids, 2 braids,
Mhm.
and I just spent the whole day, at the lake, and,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, 0 makeup on. I decided to upload it, right? Because really, I didn't really give a shit either, right?
Yeah.
And I got more hits off that photo than any other photo, and I
Yeah.
found that fascinating that more
Mhm.
men liked that photo and hit me off that photo that had 0 makeup on,
Yeah.
all natural. Hair was, like,
Mhm.
not done, because it was, like, in braids from
Yeah.
swimming all day because my hair is long, so I put my hair, braided so it looked, not put together. I just found that
Right.
interesting that
Interesting. Mhm.
I don't know. I just found that fascinating because I think a lot
I
of
think it's big. I
It
think I
is.
think people don't. There's like a. I don't know how to say this, but I think that men, whether they recognize it or not, like when women are vulnerable. And I feel like posting like yourself in like natural state that shows a vulnerability about yourself. And I think that comes off as attractive. I feel like anytime someone's vulnerable, like there's an attractiveness about that because that's you and like who you are. And I think people think that men are like, oh, they want like this and like all this. But I think really like, I think they just want to see someone like as they are.
yeah,
Yeah. That's a really good insight.
I mean,
That
coming
was
from a
good.
lesbian,
I
I don't
love
know.
that.
What do I know what men think?
I don't know. I feel like you think like,
it-
that was pretty on point.
yeah. But
That
I
was
also think that we have all these beauty standards because we're also conditioned to think that that's what the opposite sex wants from us. But
right.
Hmm?
in
True.
reality, I mean, I think a lot of men, yeah, want that done up pretty person, but I also think there's a whole group of men that just want the natural beauty.
Yeah. Which which is so interesting too, because of course, like when I started dating my partner, he of course it was like of course he says that I'm beautiful regardless, right? Which I appreciate. But he always compliments me like so much more, like when I'm fresh faced in the morning. And we're going out to breakfast and I have like no makeup and my hair is like freshly washed and it's all curly and messy and he will look at me like I am just the most beautiful thing that's ever hit the planet. Like he looks at me like with those love eyes is what I call it. And I start giggling, right? Because it's so cute. And he will just tell me, he's like, God, you look so beautiful, right? Like in this moment, like in this light, or wow, you look beautiful. Right. And it's like because I'm not wearing makeup. And I think that is like so sweet because it's just me
I love
being
that.
me. Right. Yeah. It's pretty great. Right. Yeah, thanks. I love that for me too. you. And I hope that all women get that from their partners in whatever way that that is for you, right? Because not that we need that as women, not that we should need that, but it feels so nice to have the person who sees you every day look at you with those love eyes, you know, and to think that of you. It means a lot, you know? Um, so, ladies, as we begin to wrap up, I have like one more question. You know, if we were going to finish this sentence, the most beautiful thing about a woman is, how would we finish that sentence?
Confidence.
Ooh, mm,
Authenticity.
yes. Those are really good. Both really, really good. I I feel like confidence and authenticity are absolutely it, right? And both of those all tie into what my answer would be, which is to the most beautiful thing about a woman is seeing her walk in her truth. And that is her being her authentic self, right? And her walking in her confidence, confidently, so yeah, I love that. Those are the most beautiful things about a woman. And notice that nothing that we just said had to do with her hair, her breasts, her this, her that, or all the external, but it's all the internal, right?
I was gonna say tits and ass, but I
So
figured that wasn't the right
Yay,
answer.
bitches! I mean,
I just had to go with like the authentic, like the answer that was appropriate, that I
walk
thought was
in your
appropriate,
truth
right?
with your tits and ass, with your authentic personality, feeling
And be
confident
confident
about
about it.
yourself. Because
Own it,
You
pop
just
it,
described
motherfucking
you
dang.
pop
just
your
described my
shit.
wife.
Your wife does pop her shit. I love that about her
Oh,
too.
that's
Yeah,
good.
you picked a good one. You did.
I love
I
you
love you guys
too.
so much. Thanks, Boo. Thank you. Thank you so much to our audience for hanging out with us today and all of our wildness and all of our thoughts and behaviors, which this is just us being us, right? And so if today's conversation challenged you or encouraged you or made you think a little differently, we'd love for you to share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, there's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying makeup and getting your hair done, dressing up, or investing in yourself. The goal isn't to stop expressing yourself. The goal is making sure your worth isn't dependent on those things. You know what I mean? So you were valuable before the lashes, sweetie, before the Botox, which we love. We love our Botox ladies too. We do. We love you. Okay, shout out. We're not going to shout, but we love you. Okay. and before the perfect outfit, which I
Oh,
am
yes, you are.
notorious for, right? Thank you,
Wow.
Boo. Thank you. Right? I love you. And before anyone else's approval. So until next time, keep choosing authenticity over comparison, confidence over perfection, and always remember to walk in your truth. This is the Ener-She Podcast, where conversations never become competition. And we'll see you next time.